Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. We are live. There's nothing under that cone. I'll tell you right now, we've got beautiful 1396 behind us. I was talking with my man Ryan Drenga this morning, and a congratulations to the new owners of 1396. We're gonna go inside and take a look at this coach. It's got about a week left. They're doing kind of the load test right now to check the auto start on the generator. Let's go inside, take a look. But first, before we do, I want you to see this beautiful exterior. Great floor plan, triple slide, super bath in the rear, and bunks. Beautiful coach. You've got a couple of days left on audit. It's already had its final drive test. They take it on a good sized drive. It's about 70 miles down and 70 miles back. Listening for creaks and rattles and making sure everything is the way it should be, marathon quality. And then they'll do some work off, and then we'll have our executive walkthrough where all the executives at Marathon will walk through and really fine-tooth comb it and make sure that it's up to Marathon quality, and then it'll be ready for detail, decor, photos, final video, and then delivery to the new owners. So let's go take a look inside and see what's going on. Now keep in mind there's lots of protective packaging going on right now because we're still in that phase of audit. And there's Vern. We were just talking about you going through your audit. So okay. Yeah, I love the design of the walls, the two-tone. You've got this gray and the real dark. Let's take a look at this. I still call this a dark gray. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people think that's black. I don't know. What do you think, Vern? Is that more black than gray?
I'd say more gray.
Yeah. So bunks in here on the curb side or the patio side, and then take a look in the water closet because the audit team has that backsplash turned on. Isn't that pretty? And the wall covering is got that great texture. And of course the flooring is all protected right now because the flooring is done, but the flooring is a really nice large gray tile also. Roman shades over the windows in the bedroom, give you a complete blackout if you want it. And also, this is something that is really nice to have, additional storage above the bed. And we can pull that down, watch your fingers, because it is tough. There you go. As you can see, it's got all this storage that can be achieved for shoes or clothing or bedding or whatever you want to put up there. It's held up by magnets, but also has a sliding pin lock to make sure it doesn't come down. One of the things that stood out to me this morning, I was walking the production floor and our cabinet shop, and I was watching some of our guys and gals building our coaches. The quality and the time and effort, we talk about that a lot, but the sturdiness of the product is another thing. Screwing and gluing and stapling wherever it needs to be really put together properly, and it's all solid woods with laminate over it. It really stood out to me this morning, the sturdiness of our cabinetry. This is going to have a nice settee over here. And as you can see, it's got padded backs. It's a great area to sit because this is 2 slides right here. This is a huge bedroom. This just caught me. Take a look at this. Now that is a pretty feature, and I don't think it's turned on yet for, I'll tell you what, see how it's off here? And with the push of a button, it's on. Isn't that great? This wall covering, it's very nice. This is I like the texture of it. I like it better than when we do just a wall covering because I like this texture. And then you pull this, and behind here, you got a full-size washer dryer. This is so great to have because it doesn't take up a closet. It doesn't take up room in your bedroom or your hallway. And with the 2 bunks, and remember those bunks can convert easily with the push of a button. 1 bunk goes all the way down. It can convert all the way to a closet. So massive storage. That's really great to have. A hidden washer dryer behind the commode because most people don't think, oh, well, there's a washer dryer behind the commode. They just think it's a hanger bar with towels or whatever. And then of course this will all be covered. Right now they're doing the load test. So this actually is a pocket door right here, and you've got a 4-foot hanger bar that lights up here. Double vanities, lots of storage. You can see if I put my phone on here, the size that is in here. This is about 16 inches across from side to side. And these are actually, the width of these guys is 13 inches. So these are not small sinks. This is a really, really good design. There's a lot of room here, and there's a lot of room in here. Good sconce lights, matching sconce lights in here in the super bath, and thank you, Michelle, over the bed. And as you can see, to create more space where Michelle and I are standing, you've got the articulation of the bed all the way up so that you can, when you're not using it, creates just more room here in the bedroom. It all comes down to creative engineering. More storage there. More storage, hanger bar lit. That light goes out when you close it. And also, it's got a check me mirror on the inside, which is nice. Pocket door that closes off the bedroom. You've got the bunks. This bunk goes all the way down. It's got a hanger bar in here so you could use it as a closet when you're not using it. They're still working up on here, so they're going to have that covered. Also, there's shades that close off this. And a pocket door. You see this pocket door right here. Into the dinette. Don't forget it extends. It's got storage behind, which is always good. I love creative storage. You guys know that about it. And this extends out about 13, 14 inches to provide for another person to sit. Once again, just like that rear bath, you've got storage above and below the dinette. Fisher-Paykel refrigerator freezer in this coach. I'm really happy that we're doing this. We're not doing just stainless inserts. We're doing solid surface in every coach now. It's pretty much every coach now, wouldn't you say, Vern?
Pretty much.
Unless requested by the...
Well, the Galley sink is usually Corian. There are different options for the vanity sinks. You'll see sometimes some hammered metal.
Oh yeah,
or glass sinks that we sometimes backlight, or depending on
the customization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, the standard is pretty much Corian in the Galley and the vanities.
Gotcha. Excellent. And of course, this is going to have a recliner here next to the occasional table and sofa, leather sofa right here that actually matches and corresponds to the dinette. Let's look at these seats, because this is where our upholstery team really shines. Take a look at that. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I love how we're doing the Marathon logo on every headset. And then one of the things we're going to show you at the end of this show is a set of these. There's a gentleman over in Bend, Oregon. It's about 100 miles from here or so, about an hour and a half-ish in Central Oregon. There's a gentleman that does all of the dipping of our handles and of our dash plates. I call these dash plates, but it's the trim pieces around the dashboard, and he does such an amazing job. He can do it in different colors and different strengths of grain. So if you look at this, this is a really good corresponding color for this coach. Of course, the new dash from Marathon on the new upgraded Prevost. I love the cup holder on that side. Big thing for drivers. And of course, we'll bring you a more comprehensive video. A big thanks to Vern Huber and his staff for letting us invade your space. Thank you, Vern. The audit team, one of the most important things that we do in production. Are we good on time? We're good. Let's head inside. I want to show you a few things before we get out of here. We're going to walk right through here. I see a new X3 shell all the way over there on slot 12. That's always cool to see. We're gonna walk over here and peek into 1399. This coach still available. One of the next ones off the production floor. So we're gonna do a video on this coach coming up very soon, because it's really nice to see that X3. My man Richard Garrett sneaking out for break. I see you sneaking. All right. Oh, Yeah, over here, let's take a look at this. We were talking over in 1396 about the gentleman over in Bend that does the dipping. This is actually for 1398, which is this coach right behind us. Aren't these pretty? Look at that. What we saw outside in 1396 was the gray and black version of this. And of course, this is the brown and black, or the brown and dark brown version. And these are actually hand dipped. These are fiberglass pieces that are actually dipped to have this tone. And that's gonna go right in here in 1398. This is kind of the finishing slot of our production floor. This is kind of where things really get wrapped up on the install. That's Marathon Mondays for the morning and for the week. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm excited. We've got a lot going on. In about 2 weeks, I'm headed to the desert. About 3 weeks, headed to the desert. Got a meeting this morning on that. We've got tons of things going on at Outdoor Resorts Indio, Motor Coach Country Club down in Indio, and of course Desert Shores right down the block on Avenue 48. So tons of stuff going on in the desert. We're gonna bring you a lot of content from that. But if you're looking to get into a marathon, reach out to me, MalW, M-A-L-W at marathoncoach.com. If you're looking to sell your coach, you're a current owner, and if you're looking to upgrade, or if you're looking to get into your first marathon, reach out to me, MalW at marathoncoach.com. We're gonna look at this coach coming up soon. We're also gonna look at that 1399, that new X3. And I mean, look at how busy this is over here. There's a ton of stuff going on this production floor. So be yourself and do good things. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next Monday, probably from in here, maybe over in service, maybe in cabinetry, maybe in paint, maybe in laminate, maybe in tile, maybe in flooring, maybe in audit, maybe, I don't know. Have a good week.